Ed Flick from the Hospice and Community Cares Labor Day auction, and more specifically, the sports memorabilia part of that auction. We are always happy to have him back here. And Ed is going on about 16 or 17 years here of kind of heading things up over there at Hospice for the sports auction. So Ed, welcome back to the program. Love having you on. The guys are here. They're excited to hear what you have in store for this year. Why don't you just kind of talk to us and tell everybody again why you guys do this sports auction and kind of how excited you are it's back again.
Well, this is the 16th year for sports memorabilia, and we do this auction to help raise funds for hospice and community care. I have a lot of people that help me. Matter of fact, Eric May, he volunteers and goes down and helps me auction items off. He stands up there and tells somebody to pay $1,000 or something. So he does a good job for us. We have a great auction coming this year. I don't have the number right now, but I know between live and silent, we're over 900 sports memorabilia items.
All right, so we're almost to 1,000, as I was over promising a bit there. Eric, I know you're excited to get in here. Let's tell everybody just real quickly. Again, Labor Day weekend is typically when this event happens, and they do the whole thing down at the Solanco Fairgrounds, so you'll make the trip down to Corryville if you want to see it. The entire thing, the whole just Labor Day auction event starts on Saturday, September 4th, and then goes to Monday, September 6th. That event is in its 37th year, which is just impressive. For the sports memorabilia auction, it's going on its 16th year. Eric, you will get to kind of hop in on and do this as you do every year. Why do you want to be a part of this? What do you enjoy the most about being a part of this event?
Well, first of all, hats off to Ed. I mean, the time that he puts into this to make this work is just unbelievable. And of course, everybody that helps him out at the same time. When the fact that Blue Ridge is a sponsor of the event, proud to represent Blue Ridge on that behalf. Now, I have to make one correction, though. Ed said I'm going to be auctioning it. No, I'm not going to be auctioning. I'll be introducing the item. I'm not going to be the guy that speaks a million miles an hour to auction the items off. But, I guess really even more so because the fact, within the span of 5 months, my family utilized Hospice's service. And I tell you, I can't say enough about the care, the professionalism, everything that Hospice has to offer to families at that time is just beyond belief. And I just hope that everybody comes out and supports what is a tremendous organization.
That's right, Eric. The proceeds will benefit patients and families that are receiving the hospice care and grief support as well. Thousands and thousands of dollars raised by this event over the years, and they look forward to doing that again this year. Ed, talk to us about the difference, because last year in 2020 with COVID, a bit of a virtual event for you guys, and didn't necessarily boom as it typically does, but still did very well. This year, obviously looking forward to getting back in person. So talk to us about the difference of the two
The virtual auction last year did 23,000, which we were happy with, but those items that we went virtual would have made a lot more money live. When we had our last auction in 2019, we raised $68,700, which was a record. The prior record was $47,000. And Eric was there for the highlight of my 16 years of doing this, when the Ty Cobb baseball cards were auctioned off. And the one card, I thought we might raise $4,500 between the two of them. And the one card went for $2,800, the first one. And the gentleman that bought it had a Ty Cobb hat and jersey on, and I went out to thank him. And then we started the auction, and the one card was rated good. The other was very good. And before we started the auction, we brought the whole family down who donated this card. We had a packed house. The building was packed. People couldn't get in. So the first card went for $2,800, and the second card went for, well, I'll talk a little bit about that. It started out, we got to $5,000, $5,500, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $8,500, $8,500. The crowd came up. Everybody's standing and cheering. People have tears in their eyes. That card went for $10,500, and the crowd went nuts. We raised $13,300 on 2 baseball cards. Ty Cobb.
That's just the magic that can happen at some of this stuff, Eric. I know I've heard you tell stories of that. That must have been such an amazing thing to be a part of. Again, I guess if people want to see kind of what's going on here before they get to Labor Day weekend, you can visit LaborDayAuction.org. That's where this stuff should be featured, and you should be able to see some of these things up on that. Am I correct in saying that, Ed?
That's correct, but it's not up there yet.
Okay.
We're still working on a lot of items, but hopefully by next week it should be up.
Perfect. All right, so just in time. All right, well, why don't you show us, some of the prized possessions here that you have. I know you get all kinds of donations.
There's a lot of money on this table. Eric has to do a good job helping us raise a lot of money on this table. I'll start out with, we have a great picture here of the two New York Yankees center fielders, 1936 to 51, Joe DiMaggio. Then Mickey Mantle came. So we have DiMaggio autographed by both Mantle and DiMaggio with a COA. So that'll do real well. We have a lot of Yankee fans. We also have here 2 Pennsylvania quarterbacks, both in the Hall of Fame. One won Super Bowl III, Joe Namath, and one won the 58, 59 NC and NFL championship, Johnny Unitas. I went to this gentleman's house. In Lebanon. This is a soccer ball signed by Christian Pulisic, and he signed this in person in front of me. So we had it. So this should go real well. At the same time, the year before, I went up to their house, and some gentleman bought me 2 of these jerseys, and I went to the house, and we got Christian Pulisic to sign the jersey. Last year, we auctioned off one of the jerseys on Virtual, and it went for $500. So we hope we're going to do well with that.
He's a big guy right now, Ed. He's playing international soccer and for Team USA. And he's got a decent following here in Pennsylvania since he's a homegrown guy, I believe, from Hershey. So that's a big one. I hope
the only American ever to win the championship in England and win that tournament in Mexico. So he should do real well.
That should be great. All right, how about a couple more there?
Okay, we have a couple more here. We have this will do really well. The Steeler fans really come out. This is an autograph picture of Mean Joe Green and Jack Lambert. And it has the years he went in the Hall of Fame. Green in 87, Lambert in 90. This has a COA. Steeler stuff, Penn State stuff does really well.
All right, get us one more that's going to wow the people here, Ed.
Okay.
I can see the wheels turning.
All right, for the Penn State fans.
Oh, here we go.
Penn State fans, 2016, the block field goal. The block field goal, look at this. Blocked by Marcus Allen. Grant Haley ran it back 60 yards for a touchdown. It has a COA. Ohio State was number 2 team in the country, and Penn State upset them. This will go really well. We have a lot of great Penn State items.
Hey, we've got Tim Reedy on the call here. He's a big Penn State fan and alum. Tim, obviously you've got to remember that moment. That was a huge moment in Penn State history. That's a pretty cool item there.
Yeah, it's great. I was on the sidelines for that game. It was a whiteout game too. It was tremendous. If I can just interject here one thing, I was at the auction for my first year back in 2019, Ed. I was blown away just by how wonderful of an event it is. Not taking away a little bit what you're doing. I encourage people to go down there for 3 days. The food is unbelievable. I mean, honestly, everything goes to a great organization. But I was in that room when there were tears in people's eyes when you sold that card for over $10,000. Job well done.
Well, the auction goes on Saturday and Monday. So people can come down Saturday and they can reveal all the sports items we have. And then Monday you can go down and get a pretzel log roll. It's 12,000 calories. But it's really
Well, Ed, we are hoping for all kinds of magic for you guys and to raise a lot of funds. Again, Blue Ridge Communications is the main sponsor for the sports auction. That will be on Monday, September 6th over the Labor Day weekend. It's all the way down in the Solenco Fairgrounds, so pack the family in, take yourself some water and something to stay hydrated, and have a great time. Ed, again, we can't thank you enough for coming on here and sharing that. Good luck with everything. And really, we look to see what kind of big fundraising number you guys will be able to do this year in 2021.